In a landmark move, Japan is preparing to transfer several Abukuma-class destroyer escorts to the Philippine Navy. These advanced warships, known for their versatility and modern technology, will significantly enhance the Philippines' maritime defense capabilities. This marks Japan's first transfer of major warships since World War II, signaling a new era in its defense policy. The decision reflects Tokyo's willingness to take a more proactive role in regional security, moving beyond its traditional post-war constraints. The move aims to strengthen the Philippines' ability to defend its maritime territory, especially in the contested South China Sea, where tensions with neighboring countries have escalated over competing territorial claims and resource rights. For decades, Japan's pacifist constitution strictly limited military exports, making this transfer a historic policy evolution. The change demonstrates Japan's growing recognition of the need to support partners and contribute to collective security in the region. By equipping the Philippines, Japan is not only boosting a key ally's capabilities, but also reinforcing a broader network of regional partnerships. This cooperation is vital for deterring aggression and ensuring stability in the Asia-Pacific. For Manila, these ships are a game-changer, addressing long-standing gaps in naval capability and patrol reach. The new vessels will allow the Philippine Navy to better monitor its vast maritime borders and respond more effectively to security challenges. The agreement is a direct response to rising regional tensions, showing how middle powers are banding together for security. It also highlights the importance of multilateral cooperation in facing shared threats and maintaining peace. This strategic maneuver will reshape the region's balance of power, sending a clear message to both allies and rivals that the Asia-Pacific is entering a new era of collective defense and strategic partnership. The Abukuma-class ships, though aging by Japanese standards, are a major upgrade for the Philippine Navy. Comparable in size to the Philippines' newest frigates, they bring advanced anti-ship and anti-submarine capabilities. Each vessel is armed with harpoon missiles, ASROC launchers, torpedo tubes, and modern sonar, filling critical gaps in the Philippine fleet. Their versatility allows for sovereignty patrols, presence missions, and credible deterrence against underwater threats. Operating a uniform class of 6 ships will streamline maintenance and training, boosting operational readiness. Despite their age, Japan's meticulous upkeep ensures these ships offer years of effective service, rapidly expanding Philippine naval power. The transfer process is deliberate and multi-phased, designed to ensure that every detail is carefully considered and no step is overlooked. This isn't just a simple handover, it's a complex operation that requires coordination at every level, from government officials to naval engineers. Each phase reflects both diplomatic and technical complexities, as representatives from both nations work together to address sensitive issues and align their objectives. The process began with a high-level agreement at the Shangri-La Dialogue, where leaders set the foundation for cooperation and mutual understanding. This was followed by a series of technical talks and ship inspections, where experts from both sides examined the vessels and discussed operational requirements. A Philippine Navy delegation will soon board the ships to conduct a thorough assessment of their condition, reviewing everything from hull integrity to onboard systems. Their findings will be compiled into detailed reports, outlining refurbishment needs, estimating long-term maintenance costs, and identifying any upgrades required for future missions. Meanwhile, Japan is navigating its own legal restrictions by framing the transfer as a joint development project, a creative solution that allows the deal to move forward within existing laws. If all approvals are secured, delivery could begin as early as 2027, carefully timed to coincide with Japan's decommissioning schedule for these vessels. In the interim, the focus will shift to preparing the Philippine crews, providing them with specialized training to operate and maintain the ships effectively. Logistics teams will coordinate the transfer of spare parts and supplies, while technicians work on necessary upgrades to ensure the ships meet operational standards. This careful, methodical approach ensures the transfer is not only practical and sustainable, but also that it truly enhances the Philippine Navy's capabilities for years to come. Ultimately, this process is more than just a symbolic gesture. It's a comprehensive roadmap that leads directly to operational deployment and a stronger maritime partnership. The Abukuma-class transfer is a strategic response to China's growing assertiveness in the South China Sea. China's expanding fleet and aggressive tactics have outmatched the Philippines' limited naval assets. With 6 new warships, the Philippines gains credible deterrence and the ability to patrol contested waters more effectively. These ships can confront China's Coast Guard and maritime militia, complicating Beijing's gray zone tactics. The move strengthens the U.S. allied security network in the region, distributing the defense burden. The goal isn't confrontation, but to raise the risks for coercion and reinforce a free, open Indo-Pacific. The transfer restores balance, ensuring Philippine waters remain protected under international law. The recent transfer of warships has ignited a wave of strong and varied reactions across the region, underscoring the complex web of alliances and rivalries that define the Indo-Pacific today. This move is not just a simple exchange of military hardware. It carries deep political and strategic implications that are being closely watched by governments and analysts alike. In the Philippines, officials have enthusiastically welcomed the transfer, describing it as a crucial milestone in their ongoing efforts to modernize the Navy. They see it as a tangible sign of deepening defense ties with Japan, and a boost to their ability to protect national interests in increasingly contested waters. The partnership is also viewed as a symbol of growing trust and cooperation between the two island nations. For Tokyo, the move is framed as a responsible act of capacity building, fully aligned with its vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Japanese leaders emphasize that supporting regional partners is essential for maintaining peace and stability, and that such cooperation helps deter aggression and upholds international law. The transfer is also seen as a way for Japan to play a more proactive role in regional security. China, however, has responded with caution and concern. Chinese officials have warned Japan to act prudently, urging restraint and emphasizing that military cooperation should not be aimed at third parties. Beijing's statements reflect its unease about shifting power dynamics and the potential for increased tensions in the region. From Beijing's perspective, the growing alliance between Japan and the Philippines is seen as a direct challenge to its maritime ambitions and a new complication for its territorial claims. Chinese analysts argue that such moves could escalate disputes and undermine efforts at peaceful resolution. Meanwhile, the United States has voiced strong support for the initiative, viewing it as a key element of its integrated deterrence strategy in the Indo-Pacific. American officials believe that strengthening the defense capabilities of allies and partners is vital for countering coercion and maintaining a balance of power in the region. Other Southeast Asian claimants have reacted with cautious approval. While they welcome the precedent of external support, they remain mindful of the risks of further militarization and the need to avoid provoking larger powers. Their responses reflect a careful balancing act between seeking security and maintaining regional stability. Ultimately, the deal signals a collective resolve among like-minded nations to stand against coercion and to explore new models for regional security cooperation. It marks a significant step toward building a more resilient and interconnected security architecture in the Indo-Pacific, with implications that will be felt for years to come. The transfer marks a turning point in Japan's defense policy, moving from strict pacifism to proactive regional engagement. Japan's new security strategy calls for greater defense spending and support for like-minded partners. By arming the Philippines, Japan strengthens its own security indirectly and avoids direct deployments in conflict zones. The deal also boosts Japan's defense industry, showcasing its naval technology and opening doors for future exports. Legal hurdles are being addressed through creative frameworks, reflecting Japan's pragmatic adaptation to new threats. This is more than foreign aid. It's a calculated step toward Japan becoming a more active global power. Defense cooperation is now a key tool in shaping the region's strategic environment. The Japanese warship transfer will have lasting effects on Asia-Pacific security. It cements a powerful Tokyo-Manila security axis within the broader U.S. alliance network. For the Philippines, it means a stronger navy and a foundation for future modernization. The experience gained will transform the Philippine Navy into a more capable maritime force. The deal sets a precedent for regional defense cooperation, encouraging similar initiatives by other powers. It offers Southeast Asia alternatives to reliance on a single superpower, promoting a more resilient order. Ultimately, this move challenges coercion at sea and invests in a rules-based maritime future. The region's security is being reshaped, one deliberate partnership at a time.